Hey everybody, Andy Hayes here, creator and founder of Plum Deluxe, and I'm here bringing you a year-end reflection. So 2020 has been interesting. I think that's a nice way to put it. But at the beginning of the year, we published a couple of videos called the 20 for 2020, which was 20 things that you had told us you wanted from us that we were going to try to do in the year 2020. And so I thought it would be great to take a look at it and see what happened. Now, the thing is, I was expecting us to have done terribly, let's be honest. It's been a difficult year and a lot of things totally out of our control about shipping and inventory and just craziness. It's been a crazy year. So I was expecting us to get like 2 out of the 20 or something, but I think you'll be surprised. So what I'd like to do is go through that and then tell you what's going to happen with regards to this for 2021. How's that sound? Good? Okay. So I have the list here. I didn't change a thing. I just looked at it briefly, so I kind of have an idea of what was going on and if I needed to check anything. Otherwise, I haven't done anything to it. So, and this is the order that they were in from the list, which was in no order of priority. It was just kind of just a list. So first of all, we have Refer a Friend, which we did launch. So if you did not know, if you log into the website and click on My Account, there's a tab for Refer a Friend. And how that works is if you go to that tab, it's going to give you your own little VIP code. You can give that to a friend, and they get a discount in our shop, and you get a free tea. So it's kind of a reward. If we reward your friends for being friends with someone so awesome like you, and then you get a little treat if your friend makes a purchase. So if you haven't tried that out, please do. I think you'll find it's really easy to use, and it's kind of a fun thing. And you know, it's been a heck of a year, so a lot of people could probably use a treat. So get those codes and hand them out. And again, you just have to log into the website, and then there's like a little icon in the upper right hand corner that says My Account, and there's a tab called Refer a Friend. Really easy. 2 was new tea flavors, of course. And we did have new tea flavors this year. It was not for a loss. So I actually went through them and counted, so I was glad I did look at this, to see how many were new in 2021. And I just counted like teas that are available all the time. I know that there are some extra seasonal teas and things, but teas available all the time. And we had 12, which seemed more than I thought it would be. I don't know why that is. Maybe because it was just a weird year. So that was Picard, Caramel Snickerdoodle, and Sweet Georgia Peach, which were the winners of the Customer Appreciation Month vote. So here at Plum Deluxe is representative democracy, so you can vote to bring teas back. That will definitely be happening in 2021. We would have takeover tyranny of the government if we did not allow you guys to vote, so we're not going to open ourselves up to that situation. So there were those 3, and then we had added Nightcap, which is a relaxing herbal tea, Golden Cacao, which is a turmeric blend, really delicious. And then we had, we internally kind of call them the pandemic blends because we rushed out teas to help people stay healthy. But they'll be great after the pandemic is over, so don't worry about that. The Be Well blend, which is orange elderberry. Tender Loving Care, which is like a vitamin C bomb. And then Just Rose Hips, which is just rose hips. Very good for you. So those 3. And then we had the 4 teas that we launched right at the beginning of the year, which seems like many years ago, which was Cherimoya, which is a custard apple. There's Red Velvet, which is a pu'er. It smells amazing. It really does taste like chocolate cake. Huckleberry and shortbread. So there were 12. I was really surprised myself. So that made me feel pretty good. I thought we did a pretty good job with those. We really thoughtful about the teas that we bring into the world, and I actually just have a pile of 4 notebooks on my desk right now trying to kind of decide what's going to happen in 2021. because again, a lot of things are out of my control. Some things that were going to happen are not happening. So, you know, sometimes that's how life happens. You got to deal with what you can control and what you can't control. It is. All right, so number 3 was more seasonal accessories, and I think we definitely saw those. We had a bonanza of really fun, festive holiday accessories. If you haven't been on the site before the end of the year, those will be on sale at the end of the year. So what we have inventory left of, you'll definitely want to grab. We did some Easter things, I remember. So we've had some fun with that this year. I know we're going to have more next year, so I'm looking forward to that. Number 4 was more giveaways. And so I got to give a shout out to Jenna, our social media community manager, who has been organizing that and just doing a great job of finding really thoughtful partners. I love like the Soulmate socks. That's one of my favorites. A bunch of us got socks and they are adorable. So that's been really fun, and I've enjoyed that the giveaways are all a little different. You know, it's not just always like upload a photo or do this thing or comment on this post. Like there's been a variety. So hopefully you have participated in the ones that excited you, and congrats to people who have won. Our goal actually this year and then going into next year is 1 a month, so 12 each year. It's kind of hard to do more than that because you need a little time to people to get the word out and whatnot. So but we're going to try to do right around that many. Maybe 10 or 11 would be good. I know the holidays are busy, but we're going to definitely have quite a few. Number 5 was more access to information not on Facebook. So I know many of you may be watching this on Facebook and kind of laughing about it, but we have a lot of friends in the community who are not on Facebook, either by choice or they just haven't gotten to it, and that's totally fine. So you may not have even noticed if you're on Facebook, but we've definitely expanded our email ground game and made sure everything's very inclusive as far as giveaways go and how to access sales and things. So I feel like we've done a good job with that. Big shout out to Kieran, who's also behind the camera, who's waving at everyone, who does all of our email, and they've been very careful in making sure that that is always covered. So people who are on our email list get everything that they want and not anything extra. So great job on that. Number 6 was huge. I remember this was very common in our survey, which was more tea education. And so I think we've also did a pretty good job of expanding not just the weekly blog posts, but the Learn section on our website, which is just plumdeluxe.com/learn. There's just tons of stuff out there on how to prepare tea recipes, tea rituals. We did a lot of pivoting this year with offering suggestions about virtual tea parties and virtual tea dates. So there's plenty of stuff out there. I think a lot of the free downloads as well. There's been a lot of those. There's just the cookie book that came out, which I thought was really great. So plenty of tea education, and we're kind of going to keep that same pace going next year because it seems like everybody is hungry for that. So we're happy to provide it. We have a lot of fun coming up with making tea accessible and fun, because that's how it should be. Number 7 was more holiday celebrations. So there's a lot about like Mother's Day, Easter, etc. And I think you saw a lot of that in our tea selections this year, which I didn't put in that list of 12. We had tons of holiday blends this year. One of my favorite was the Irish breakfast, Lucky Irish breakfast for St. Patrick's Day. The Santa blend that we've had for December was really tasty. The strawberry creme brulee for Thanksgiving. So it was really fun, not just doing these teas, but then a lot of content and conversation around celebrating these other moments. And in this year in particular, it was really important to kind of remember those things, because otherwise every day just kind of feels like, hey, there's another day of the pandemic. How's it, hooray, I'm on Zoom today. So I hope that we did enough to kind of spark some joy throughout the year in that way. Number 8 was all in on community, helping people feel more welcome and more involved. and more a part of the community, and so I think we've seen a lot of that. Um, I can't take all the credit. Our team cannot take all the credit. A lot of that has come to you guys. We have now a brigade of tea elves taking care of people. People are taking other people's soup that live near each other. I think that's one of the blessings, for what it's worth, of a year like 2020, is we really kind of see people's true colors, and some people's colors are pretty amazing. So if you're one of those people that's reached out and helped someone or took care of someone in our community, I thank you. That means a lot to me. I see all that happening, and it's pretty great. So thank you. So I think on number 8, we as a group did great. Number 9 was a calendar to see what teas are coming and going. That's available, plumdeluxe.com/tea-calendar, I believe it is. So you can check that out. You also can purchase our Plum Deluxe Mindful Moments calendar for 2021, which we have in the shop right now. And the reason I say that right now is because it tells you when teas are available. So that's pretty handy. So you can kind of see like what the teas are. Like this one reminds you of Dessert Tea Month in February. It doesn't have the specifics because sometimes we don't really know those things until pretty close to the time. And we also have other holidays and things going on. So if you haven't gotten one of these and you're one of those people that really wants to know when things are going to be available, check it out. It's really lovely. It's just got the most beautiful photos, which Kieran took. They're just incredible. Here's one of them, kind of up close. Just these vignettes are amazing. Love it. So number 10, we're halfway there. Decaf versions of most popular flavors. I don't know if we did decaf versions of the most popular flavors, but we have decaf versions of our house blend and some of the Earl Greys. Those came out. So those are very popular. People are loving those. We're really glad to kind of get that in our system. And Reading Nook, of course. Kieran wanted me to make sure I say Reading Nook. That is the #1 bestseller, and that's now in decaf, which I really like because I do love reading and drinking the Reading Nook tea. It's like the perfect thing. It's got those calming flowers, but it's a nice, robust black tea. So decafs are an interesting beast, so it was really great to get that integrated into our lineup, so I feel good about that. Number 11 is something I noticed today when I came into the office. More joy and more laughter. I have noticed, especially since we moved into our new building, I hear people laughing in this building all day long. I hope they're getting everything done. And I also have noticed just in the community, people having a good laugh. I think Jenna does a great job in leading us in that. So a big shout out to Jenna and her uncrafty adventures. And a shout out to Kieran as well, who has to film them or watch them and edit them. It's really unfortunate. So, but there's been a lot of great people in the community. I remember when we did our Cuppy Awards and we had the after party, we met some of our community members and had some good laughs. So I think we did a good job with that, even though there wasn't that much joy in 2020. We found it, so good job to all of us. 12 was more social media channels. The big thing was Reddit was on the list, and we've been doing that. We're also doing Snapchat quite a bit, and TikTok. Whenever I see I'm not on TikTok, but every time I see something that comes out of it, I'm impressed. It's really fun. So I feel like I'm sounding old and grumpy, but I do want to check it out more, and I know that we're going to be doing more on TikTok in the new year. So I encourage you to check those things out, follow us, so you can see what we're doing there. Because we're doing some unique things on each platform. So number 13 was birthday surprises, which happened. So if you had a birthday and nothing happened, you need to tell us about it. And you do that by logging into my account. Yes, again, everything is in my account. So if you just go to the Plum Deluxe website, up in the right-hand top corner, or if you're on your phone, it's just in the bottom of the list, my account. There's a tab called Your Information, and on that tab is your birthday. So you just put in your birth date. We don't ask for the year. We're not like that. We're not that company. So we just need the month and the day, and something magical will happen. That's all I can tell you, because it's a surprise, and if I told you about the surprise, it wouldn't be a surprise anymore. So get that birthday in there. Trust me, you're going to want to do it. That's real important. Let's see, 14. For the T Club, we're going to consolidate everything down into one area, which would be the My Account. We didn't make it. That did not happen. Unfortunately, just didn't make it to the top of the list. I will say at 2 points in this year, everyone who works here was working in production, making and shipping things, because you guys just really needed your team this year. We also were dealing with a lot of logistical challenges that, again, were out of our control. So this wasn't the resource, but it's definitely on our list. I know it's a pain point for community members, and we don't like it either. It's a mutual distaste for the 2 logins, so that's totally on the list. 15 was snacks. We met some really great vendors at the beginning of the year, and we wanted to do snacks. I think we only added the peppermint sticks. I think that was the only thing we added. I could be wrong, but that's not for naught, right? And then 16, speaking of snacks, hot chocolate was coming back, and hot chocolate is back. And I see whole little boxes of it going out every day. So I know that you guys are enjoying the hot chocolate. Be sure to get a peppermint stick. I love hot chocolate with a little bit of peppermint. So try those out. They're just really great, and they're perfect for the, stirring into your drink. So really excited about that. That was kind of a real do-over for us. It's new packaging, new recipe. We're not making it here, we're making it just across the river from us in Vancouver, Washington, by friends that we trust very much. But it's still up to our usual quality standards. It's dairy-free, so really happy about that. 17, we were going to offer an additional size option somewhere between the 1 ounce and the 1 pound that T Club members have access to, and that did not happen. I will tell you why that did not happen is because at several points this year we were not sure if we would have the bags that we usually use normally. That happened several times, that we thought we would have no bags at all, and we really weren't sure what we were going to put it in. I don't think paper lunch bags would have been a great idea, but it was kind of down to that. So that's why that was not happening this year. Definitely in better shape right now, much better shape, so that will be on the list. Production assures me that's on their list for next year to figure that out. So looking forward to see what they come up with. 18, I have to laugh, this just makes me laugh. We were going to do less events or no physical events in 2020. And so, oddly enough, that happened without a hitch. Kieran used to manage events, and I can't think of the last event we went to that was in 2020. I think Christmas time last year was the last time we went to events. So, I don't know, I don't think there's going to be an event for still a while, so not sure what happens for that. But I will say, especially, I keep giving them shout outs, but they deserve it. Jenna and Kieran have been doing an amazing roster of online events for all kinds of things. Cocktails and books and just conversation, crafts, tons of things. So if you have not been attending any of those, I would really encourage you to look around and see if there's something that seems fun to you, or at least try to catch a replay of something, just to feel more connected. It's easy to not feel very connected in this 2020 thing that's happening, and so try to give that a shot. 19 was about new treats and surprises and shipments. That did not happen. Just ran out of time. But we are definitely doing that in 2021. Again, there's surprises, so I can't really tell you what it's going to be, but I do know what it is, and it's going to be exciting. Leave it at that. And then the last one, number 20, was no change to our high standards. And I wrote down one of the things in our last survey that we asked you was, what are you worried about going away with Plum Deluxe? And apart from a few people worrying that we would just kind of vanish into the night, which someone in the Facebook group had a dream about, and I had a similar dream, which is really strange. And so far, we seem to still be here a couple sleeps later, so that's good. But people said they don't want us to relax our standards, and that's definitely not happening. We brought on Myron, who I think you're going to meet in the Facebook group here soon, who is our new production manager, who has impeccably high standards, even more so than mine. And he's kind of a clean freak. He's doing a great job. So I think we're all in good shape for that. So that was our 20 for 2020. And so we only missed 1, 2, 3, 4. We only missed 4 of them. So we got 16 out of 20. I feel like that's pretty good. For 2020, right? Like in another year, maybe you give us a B. I think for 2020 we get an A for that, because that's like, that was a hard pull, I have to say. So I don't know if I'm going to do like a 21 for 21, or I'm not sure. I think we would like to just take a minute and reflect. But while we do that, I want to invite you. We're also doing our year-end customer survey again, which we call our year-end reflection. It's just an opportunity for you to give us your comments and feedback and what your hopes and dreams are for us in the new year. And this is where this list came from. I didn't just kind of pluck it out of thin air. So I'd encourage you to look out for the link for that. It doesn't take very long, and if you put your email in, there's an opportunity to win a gift card. So there's a little incentive to get you to let us know your comments. Good and bad, we want to hear them. We want to know how you really feel and how we can make you a little bit happier in 2021. So don't forget, we have this really amazing calendar that will be for sale for just a few more weeks. It's just gorgeous, and it's perfect size. I love this kind of half size. With the really fun holidays, it's got some surprise holidays in here that you might want to know about. And then just the beautiful, I'd like to find another picture for you to see, because they're just so pretty. Let's see, this is a pretty good one, the Christmas one with the cookies. It's like really nice. And then the cover is one of them as well, with that nice teacup and saucer. So it's just, nice little packet of joy to get you through 2021. It's also got some tips about having a great 2021 on the back. I also wanted to, since you've listened to the whole video, give you a little spoiler surprise of a piece of teaware that's coming in January, which is our Wise Owl mug. Isn't he adorable? He's got the little feet. He's a cheerful guy. I know owls, especially if you're a Disney fan, are not always nice people. They tend to have a chip on their shoulder for some reason. I do not understand why. I personally have never met an owl that was that mean, but I haven't met many, so I don't know. So he is adorable, and he'll be in our shop. And you might notice he's got an infuser on top. Now this infuser is removable. It's a new pewter infuser, and it's also an owl. We have a great relationship with some folks in Eugene, just down the road from us here in Oregon. And we had discontinued some of the pewter infusers that we had before, and these are so great because they're heat resistant, they're easy to clean, they're just great. And he said he can make an infuser for us, a basket like this. And so there it is. This is, nice stainless steel mesh like we usually use that separates out so that you can kind of get this under the sink. And so these come as a pair, or you can get them individually, one or the other. This tea also comes with an option for a $5 upgrade to get our Wise Counsel blend, which is a really nice licorice, mint, and olive leaf tea. Just super relaxing, just a real nice thing to drink. So I hope you'll check this out. I hope that if you enjoy this guy here, he'll bring you some wisdom for 2021 and how to make it a great year. But just in summary, that was our 20 for 2020. Again, I think 16, not too bad. A minus, that's how I would say, given all the challenges. I don't know how you feel about your year, if it was an A- or B+ or an F. But I think you did the best you could, and that's all that matters. I feel like we did the best we could, and that's what's important. And I really hope that you have an amazing 2021. Check out our calendar. Check out this guy, the Wise Owl, coming January 1st, 2021. And then look out for our feedback survey. We'd love to hear from you and what your thoughts are and what you'd like to see in the new year. Take care, everybody. Good to see you.
And action!
Ah.